doing a very good job at practicing social distancing while I travel. If you look, there's no one to my left, and most certainly no one to my right. Hello everyone, I am Tampa J, and welcome to the Tampa International Airport. This plane right here will be my transportation to Key West. I know what you're thinking, it's kind of small, isn't it? Well, I was thinking the same thing. Welcome to the Conch Republic. I've been to Key West many of times, especially for spring breaks. Came vehicle, boat, but this is my first time by plane. Thank you, sir. It's been a few years since I've been to Key West. Since the population is so small in Key West and no one's really coming in or out, I knew that social distancing wouldn't be hard this weekend. That water is pretty clear. We're as close as we can be to the Caribbean. Only 90 miles from Cuba. Check out these three little birds. What's up, guys? What's up, fellas? Hanging out? Fort East Martello Museum, circa 1862. This is one of the three Civil War era forts on the island. Look at the size of this anchor. And most of it is dug in the ground. Sloppy Joe's is all closed up. One of my favorite spots to eat here on Key West. Not just because it's world famous, but because one of my favorite authors used to hang out there. If you've ever visited Key West, you know the history of Ernest Hemingway, the great American author who only lived a couple blocks away from here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the oldest bar in Florida. Welcome to Captain Tony's Saloon. This is the first and original Sloppy Joe's. Ernest Hemingway used to get some drinks in there, and Jimmy Buffett used to play here. Well, I'm sure he drank in there too. I came down to Captain Tony's to get out of the heat. Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Tony's is closed. This is a rarity, but understood completely. I just had to come show you. Social distancing is easy. Okay, so I just got a call from the scooter guy. He's gonna let me rent the scooter for 24 hours for only 50 bucks. Normally it's 100. Good deal. He asked me where he should meet me. I said, Captain Tony's. Maybe this is him? Ooh, a red one. I think that's him. My scooter has arrived. This will get us around the island a whole lot faster. And plus, it's really fun. There's much ahead, man. Ladies and gentlemen, the southernmost point of the continental USA. it is closed. However, it's only a few feet away from the road, so I don't think it's closed. Pretty close to it right now. The water in the background. Oh man, it feels so good out here. It's so beautiful. Closed by order of the city of Key West. Normally there's a line down the road to come take a photo with it, so I understand why they closed it, because it's a public place, obviously. We're supposed to keep our social distance, which there's people coming around, so I'm gonna head out. But before I jump back onto my red scooter, a memory just hit my mind. I was standing on this very corner on this very weekend back in 2007 when I heard a noise, a commotion, a crash coming down the street right towards me. A person had just wrecked on a motorcycle, and it was a terrible sight. And they slid all the way down the street here and stopped just before my feet. Luckily they were okay. They had a bit of road rash on their leg, but that happened right here in front of the southernmost point. Just had to share that with you. Forgot all about it until I looked over here. Whitehead and Fleming Street, also known as mile marker 0. Take this US Highway 1 all the way to Maine. Ladies and gentlemen, the southernmost chickens in the United States. Always love seeing them roam around. They also roam around in Ybor City, back home in Tampa. Just a half mile east of mile marker 0, you have the Monroe County Courthouse, constructed in 1890. In the front yard of the courthouse, you have this giant, wicked looking tree, the Kopek tree. It was the sacred tree of the Mayan people who believed that the souls of the dead climbed a mythical Kopek whose branches reach into heaven. I could see that happening. That is a pretty cool looking tree. And rather large too, look at it. World famous contour train. Not open. Key West Museum of Art and History. Such a beautiful piece of architecture. We'll have to come back one day and check that out too. Just over there is Mallory Square. A stretch of shops. This used to be an old Coast Guard base. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Margaritaville Resort and Marina. Margaritaville, pedestrians only. Walk, bicycles, no rollerblades, no skateboards, no motorized vehicles beyond this point. This view, we'll just have to do. It's not too terrible either. Harry S. Truman Little White House. Looks like the President's Gate is open. Kind of glad this is open. I have an old photograph with me that I was hoping to match up. Let's see if I can do it. This is a beautiful stroll. Oh look, another banyan tree. Look at those branches. Gates are open to the Harry S. Truman Little White House. The Little White House, built in 1890 as quarters for the U.S. Navy. The Little White House later was used by American Presidents William Howard Taft, Harry S. Truman, Dwight Eisenhower, John F. Kennedy, Jimmy Carter, and Bill Clinton. Here's the front side of the Little White House. The photograph I'm about to hunt down was taken in the backyard. Here's a photo of President Truman at the Little White House back during his presidency. I'm about to try to find this exact spot. Although the gift shop's not open, you can still walk completely around the White House. Oh, looks like there's a cat over there. Oh man, I didn't mean to spook him. I was gonna count his toes. You know about the 6-toe cats, right? That roam around Key West. Okay, I'm pretty sure I pinpointed the spot. No year on the photograph. But that's definitely President Truman. sitting in the backyard right here at the Truman White House in Key West. Today, a long time ago, again, right there, somewhere here in the yard. Can't come to Key West and not visit one of my favorite places, the Tropic Theater. And of course I have to visit my favorite girl, Marilyn Monroe. The Tropic will miss you too. I have always depended on the kindness of strangers. Streetcar Named Desire. Such a great movie. Not open to the public, but I just had to see one of my favorite places in all of Key West, the Ernest Hemingway house. Here's a good look at the ticket booth upon entry and the front side of the home. I've taken a tour inside the home before, and if you ever come to Key West, I recommend this one. Let's see if we can walk around this wall and see if we can take a better look at old Ernie's house. No credit cards, admission $15 if it were open. It's gonna be hard to look. I wanted to see if we could see the pool, and I believe right up there is where he used to write his novels, the ones he wrote during his stay here in Key West. I believe it was right up there. That's what I remember. That's Ernie's man cave right there. Ernest Hemingway's man cave. I'm unable to see the pool because the fence, but we'll just have to come back. There's a cool story I want to tell you about Ernest Hemingway's pool. We'll have to do that in the much ahead. These are pretty much the best angles I can get of the house. Over here to the right, just a little yard. Behind those trees over there, back behind the house, is the pool. Hey buddy, what's going on over here? You gonna take that scooter? I prefer the scooter in Key West too. Although mine is red. I like yours though. Black's a good color on you. Well, what's up there, fellas? What's going on? Good to see you. Behold, the Key West Lighthouse is one of the oldest structures on Key West. Actually, I think it is the oldest in this area. Looks just like the one on Egmont Key that we have visited before. Looks a lot like all the other lighthouses in Florida, the historic ones, that is. Always like to think that when I get older and retire, I'm gonna live in Key West. All right, coming through, guys. Coming through. Excuse me. I'd like to get by now. So it looks like I got a shot earlier of the southernmost point just in time. The city covered it with a tarp, but people are still stopping and take a photo. Actually, I think people are gonna take more photos because they covered it. This doesn't always happen. They tarped it. We made it before just in time. Check out the wave runner. The man on the wave runner, or jet ski, in the background. There's a couple of them. Man, that water is beautiful. Look how clear the water is. It's hot. I would love to take a dip right now too. No swimming though. It's closed to walk on the dock, but at least the view's still here. This is a little beach that sits in between Duval Street and the marina. I've made it to the historic Seaport Harbor Walk at the marina. I came here to try to find something to eat. Alonzo's Oyster Bar, one of my favorite places to eat in all of Key West. I was hoping it would be open, or at least we'd be able to get some food to go like most of the restaurants. But it's sad to say, I don't think that's a possibility. It's a little secret, but Alonzo's has one of the best hamburgers on Key West. Little cheeseburger in paradise. I've had here a few times. Alonzo Snapper, which used to be called Snapper New Orleans, is the best dish on the menu. And if you come at lunchtime, it's pretty much half off. It's delicious. Tarpon feeding begins at 4 p.m. I wonder if that's still open. I do see a manatee though. Look at that. Oh, come back up, my friend. I think the pelican spooked him. Conquer Public Seafood Company is a very popular spot. Normally busy as heck. Not today. I was told that this building right here is where Jimmy Buffett recorded Margaritaville. If not Margaritaville, it is definitely one of his first albums. Someone will have to fact check me, but he did record a lot of music inside this building. Also, Kenny Chesney recorded his Somewhere in the Sun album here, which is probably my favorite Kenny Chesney album. It's amazing the amount of stickers that are stuck on this recording studio. Look at that. But this building sits right in the corner of the Key West Harbor. Well, thank goodness for Fisherman's Cafe. It smells so good. I smell conch fritters. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, look at all this food. Conch fritters. If you've never had conch, you're missing out. Oh man, these are so hot and fresh. They come from the conch shell, fried like hush puppies. Look at that cheeseburger in paradise. Here's a place I sure wish was open for dessert. Kermit's Key West Key Lime Shop. Good old Kermit right inside the window. Hey buddy, you got any key lime pie in there? Can I have some? Looks like the boats just got back to the harbor.
We ended up catching, we caught 11 dolphins. We lost one right next to the
Look
boat.
at that. Mahi mahi.
We fed one little one to a shark behind the boat that we had on for a while. That's a nice day.
Look at that.
Class hooker 2
Wow.
will be our last trip that we run for a little while.
High class hooker 2.
Yeah, there was 3 or 4 of those sharks.
I wonder if that pun was intended. Whoa, hey, nope. It's not food, guys. It's not food. Why do these birds love me so much? Wahlburgers coming soon to Key West. See you in April. Well, there might be a little delay now. Man, that water looks so good. I just want to jump in it. Well guys, unfortunately, this is going to be the end of it. I've got to head over to my hotel. I'm staying here one night. I'm catching a flight back to Tampa in the morning. Although, I hope you guys had a good time watching my adventure. I promise you I was practicing extreme caution. Thanks for watching everyone. Be safe out there. Wash your hands, stay inside. This thing will all blow over. I am Tampa J, and I love to make videos. I gotta head to my hotel. Spending one night here, flying back to Tampa in the morning. Bye-bye. There's much ahead, my friends. Woohoo! The Blue Marlin Motel will be my place of residence in Key West for tonight. And it looks like I'm the only one staying at the Blue Marlin Motel. Hotel 130, plane tickets 100, scooter 50. Once this thing all blows over, we'll never get that kind of discount again.